In this video, I'll share with you the main cause of social anxiety and what can be done about it. This is important because if you don't know where your social anxiety is coming from, how can you change it? So stay tuned to find out how you can eliminate social anxiety once for all and therefore feel confident in any social situation. Hi, I'm Joanna, a CBT and EMDR therapist with a mission to help people to reduce their anxiety levels, improve self-esteem and confidence, and to live their lives on their own terms. So, let me ask you this. Do you feel anxious when interacting in groups or attending social gatherings, be it family or friends or people you have never met? Do you experience some of the physical symptoms when in social situations, such as sweating, shaking, heart pounding, blushing, feeling nauseous, changes in breathing or difficulty concentrating? Do you practice conversations in your head or try to come up with questions to ask when you'll be in social situations? Do you return home after social interactions and run over and over again your conversations, thinking, I shouldn't have said this, I should have said that, or that you embarrassed yourself in some way, and worry what others will think of you? Public speaking terrifies you, and you even feel an adrenaline rush when in, for example, training situations or meetings at work, you are being asked just to introduce yourself. You feel your heart pounding in your chest, your palms sweating, and your voice shaking. Do you feel anxious when dating? Do you feel anxious when eating or drinking in front of others? Do you find phone calls stressful? Do you feel uncomfortable on public transport when you are seated facing someone? Or do you feel anxious when shopping, worrying, for example, that you might drop something and draw attention to yourself and people will be staring at you? If you answered yes to some or to all of these questions, then social anxiety is a problem, and unfortunately, it'll make some things difficult for you. You may start avoiding social gatherings or going to places where there are new people you don't know. Some have a drink before going or at a social situation as they think it relaxes them and takes the edge off. Some place themselves in a corner and want to make themselves small, almost invisible, or place themselves by the door as they feel they may need an easy exit. Some may find excuses to leave social gatherings earlier. All these things will have an impact on your social connections with others. And we are social animals. We want to have friends, build connections, have enjoyable social interactions, and so on. And because you are watching this video, this tells me that you are not happy on that front, that there is some struggle there. Well, you are in the right place now. So what is behind social anxiety? What is causing you to feel anxious and makes you worry what others think of you? The answer is simple. It's your low self-esteem. When you think of yourself that you are not good enough, that you are not as good as others, that you are stupid, inferior, unlovable, not as pretty as others, fat, ugly, and so on, social situations become scary. You worry that others will see your shortcomings. You worry that you'll be exposed. The problem is that these worries are more irrational than you think. It's only because you feel about yourself a particular way, and the word feel is important here. It's a feeling you have, not a fact. So I want us to do a short exercise now. I'd like you to close your eyes and imagine a person who, according to you, is confident. It can be a friend, family member, or some public figure. Just imagine this person in front of you. Imagine how they feel about themselves. Now, imagine that they share that positive feeling they have about themselves with you. You can picture them moving it from the inside and giving it to you, and you putting it inside you. Or imagine them sharing it with you like a beam of light coming out from them and entering you. However you want to imagine it, it's up to you. Just allow this confidence find a place in you, in your body. And notice how you start feeling good about yourself and confident. Notice that nice feeling inside. All that confidence that the other person had is part of you now. You feel really good about yourself. Now imagine, how would you interact with others if you had that positive, confident feeling inside? How would your social interactions change? How much joy and satisfaction you'd have from talking to others and building connections. And now you can open your eyes. Can you see how by changing how you feel about yourself, your social life would look completely different? And that's the good news. All you have to do is to just do some work on self-esteem, and the rest will follow. You'll feel happy to meet new people, go to parties, answer phones, have interesting conversations with others, and all without worrying that they are judging you. And I saw this transformation in many of my clients and in myself too. If you think that you're the only one with social anxiety, you're so wrong. It's a very common problem I came across in my private practice as a therapist, and I also experienced it myself. And that's why I know that you can do something about it. You're not doomed to feel anxious in social situations for the rest of your life. But you are the one who needs to take some steps to help yourself. If you keep going as you've been, nothing will change. You can't expect that one day you'll wake up and you'll be fine. Things like that don't happen. I wish they did, but they don't. But you have the power to change things at any point in your life. And it doesn't have to be some enormous effort. I have noticed that if you do some small changes but you're consistent, these all quickly add up to a big change. So what I want you to take from this video is that if you want to improve your social anxiety, please start working on your self-esteem first and how you feel about yourself. And there are various ways you can do this. You can search online for some tips, go to WikiHow, buy books, watch YouTube videos. For example, I have one on how to improve self-esteem and confidence, which I will put a link to on the screen at the end of this video. Also, if you're a person who likes learning through online courses, then you might want to check out my online course, Reinvent Yourself by Boosting Self-Esteem, where I guide you step by step through the process of boosting self-esteem, and I put the link to the course below. But the most important is that you'll start working on your self-esteem, and it doesn't matter which resources you're going to use to get there, but use some resources that come from credible sources or that others found helpful. The point is that you start your journey to improve self-esteem now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Imagine how far you can get if you start doing some exercises to improve your self-esteem today. Where would you be in a month's time, 6 months, in a year? Imagine how your life would be different, much better. And that's what I wish for you. No matter how you get there, I want you to get there. So take some actions right now. Give yourself a happier life. And if you have any questions, please comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. Also, if you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any helpful tips. Thank you and see you in my next video.